Hi, we're the KinderJet family.
These are our crazy kids.
Traveling with them is expensive. They each need their own airplane seat, hotel bed. They insist on eating.
It's stressful. Must they go so close to the edge?
It's exhausting. These dudes have way more energy than we do.
So why do we travel with our kids? Because it is fun, rewarding, and always worth it.
Welcome to KinderJet. Here we go.
Start by telling you this. We've been to Florida 5 times, and we've been to Kennedy Space Center 4 times. The first time we brought the kids, we saw a shuttle launch. Even though shuttle launches are a thing of the past now, we went back and enjoyed it here as much as ever.
We start off on the bus tour, which takes us to secure areas that are not accessible to the public any other way. The regular bus tour is included with admission to the complex.
The first stop on the bus tour is the LC-39 observation gantry. We walked up the stairs to the top and got a great view. We were there on a day when a rocket was set up to launch and we could see it from the top of the gantry. It sure is windy up here.
Along the way, we drove past the Vehicle Assembly Building, where the shuttles and other rockets have been prepared for launch.
We also drove by the Space Shuttle Explorer, which used to be set up at the Visitor Center. The kids and I toured this 4 years ago when we were here. They have now retired it to this spot as they are building a new visitor area for the Space Shuttle Atlantis, which was the one we saw launch 4 years ago.
The second major stop on the tour was at the Apollo Saturn V Center. This was a highlight as there is a full-size Saturn V rocket hanging sideways from the roof, so you can see each stage, how it goes together and comes apart. The kids got to touch an actual moon rock.
In this building, there is a big cafeteria with overpriced pizza and slushies the kids cannot resist. We left there with 3 large red collector cups that will forever take up space in our kitchen. There are also a couple of really well-done presentations using video and real-sized props to explain the story of the moon missions. By the time we got to the last movie presentation, the kids had a hard time sitting through it. Mom and Dad, we loved it.
This one makes you feel like you're in the control room during the launch. This one makes you feel like you're watching a moon landing. The Kennedy Space Center sits on protected land, which means there's always a chance of seeing wildlife.
This is where Atlantis will live. An excuse for another visit to Kennedy? Yeah, like we need an excuse. When we were done on the bus tour, we began exploring the visitor complex on our own. And the first thing we came across? The shuttle launch experience. It's a huge simulator that takes the riders on as near a real launch into space as possible without being an astronaut.
Hey, how did I get elected the ride parent? Paul was the observing parent who hung out with this child, too short to ride. We had to stand in line just long enough for me to second guess this decision. Oh well, here we go.
Now remember, at 6.6 seconds your main engines will ignite. Then the shuttle will twang. Then the SRBs are going to light, and you are off. You're clearing the tower. All engines look good.
It was awesome! Survived the launch experience. Now it's time for souvenir shopping and playing in the Space Climbing Dome.
We spent the remainder of our time standing next to the rocket garden, which is also really cool, waiting for the rocket to launch. It never did. It came down to the last 1 minute 15 seconds and then they scrubbed the launch. Upper winds were too strong. Oh well, even without a rocket launch, we were very excited, happy, and satisfied with our Kennedy Space Center experience.
Again, we've now scrubbed the countdown clock, stopped at 1 minute and 15 seconds.
We will definitely be back again because me and the little one need to experience the Space Shuttle experience. Check the Kennedy Space Center website for a rocket launch date, but know that it could be, and often is, scrubbed. Highlight for the kids?
The Space Shuttle Simulator! Space ice cream!
Highlight for the parents, mission control.